So you saw two neat little projects. One was called the double exposure effect, and the other one was called the swipe transition. Now you may be asking, why am I at this site called iCandy? And that's very easy. This is a website 100% for free that you can actually use to use your inspiration or create some really cool effects. You can also actually use any of these GIFs absolutely for free. So what I did, I went to iCandy, I went to double exposure, and from here this gave me some ideas that I could do for a project. Now I may even like some of these ideas here or these GIFs here and just basically use that in my project. And to do that, we just right click, and here you have save image as, and this will pop up your download window, and you should see the extension as a GIF. Now be careful, you may double click on something like one of these and it enlarges it, and then you may not have the option of save as. So always make sure that you're in the smaller preview window. So use iCandy, and I'm going to show you how I did the double exposure and the swipe transitions by being inspired by these GIFs here. The first effect we did was called the double exposure. So I already have one clip on my timeline. So now I will drag the second clip into the overlay and just place it neatly underneath and just quickly adjust it to the same time length. The first thing I want to do is remove this white, and to do that I'm going to use the Loma key. So let's go into the FX filters, go up here and just simply type in Loma, and that should give you the Loma key. Let's click and drag that onto the overlay track. Let's access that and click on it once, filter, Loma key. Let's go straight into that. Alright, so you'll see here it says key out the white. Let's do that. And I may just slightly start playing with the threshold to see if we can make it pop out a little bit more or less, bring them back more into life. Let's see if we can bring back more and more and more. So we just make slight adjustments. That's a bit too much. Let's back it off a bit. I'm quite happy with this. Maybe just a tad higher. Okay, I think that should be enough for me. And then I'm just going to use the very simple blend mode. So double click here, blend, and we most likely use something like either probably the overlay or the multi. Let's have a look at that. And then punch this up slightly. Okay, we can also have a look at the overlay to see that it's a little bit better, and then just punch that up slightly, because I don't really want to change the main track or the background layer. Now I definitely think the multiply did a better job, because over here we start to see a little bit of artifacting. And let's have a quick preview of that. Alright, and that looks pretty close to the preview I showed in the beginning. So that's how we can use the blend mode and the Luma key to create the double exposure. The second effect was the swipe transition, and this is where an object moves in front of you, either going from left to right or right to left, revealing another clip behind it. And you can also do it from top to bottom or from bottom to top, whatever suits you. So I'm going to grab a clip already, place it on my timeline. I'm just going to shorten it, because what happens is a lady with a shopping cart will go past, and just as when she's off screen, that's all I actually need. So I'm going to do a split cut here and highlight the track that I don't require. Oops, sorry, and then delete that, and then bring in the second clip and just place it probably about halfway, because remember, the first clip or the first half of the first clip is going to be showing that, so you don't need to see or place the whole clip. I'm just going to shorten it just for the sake of the tutorial. Right, let's highlight the clip. Now what we need to do is start creating a mask. So let's use the mask creator. So all we need to do is create a moving mask as the lady walks past the camera. And I believe that she's about here before you can start to see their back. And we're going to start creating the mask from the back. So I'm going to be using the freehand tool. I'm just simply, doesn't have to be great, draw like this, and then release, and then join that. And obviously I want to create a keyframe there, otherwise it's going to look really funny. So this one I don't actually need, but over here, let's go to here, because what we want to do is obviously take that mask all the way to the end. Oh, sorry about that. Let's do that again. Click and drag it all the way to the end. And in the first keyframe, we also don't need this. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that off the screen, ever so slightly so we're completely hidden there. And then what we're going to do is invert it. But before that, I'm going to add a slight feather to it so it doesn't look so harsh. Invert that mask and press OK. Now hopefully that should work spot on. So let's have a quick look. And then she walks past. Okay, so I'm a little bit off. The first section comes in a little bit too early. You can see it. Alright, and obviously I need to adjust that, so I'll quickly do that. So an easy way we could do this is simply place another keyframe just before this keyframe. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to press copy, I'm going to drag this one, or just simply just go over here, and I'm going to place that keyframe here. So I'm going to add that keyframe. Oh, sorry. I'm going to do add the keyframe, and then I'm just going to paste it, and then that should be okay. Let's have another preview, and then we should be good to go. There you go. Alright, it could probably be a little bit better, but now you get the general idea that we're just using a moving mask. As the lady walks past, we're going to get a swipe. Alright, it's a little bit harsh in the beginning, but we can easily tidy that up. But you get the general idea on how to create the swipe transition. So have a look at eye candy absolutely for free, and it may just inspire you for your next project. And as always, thanks for watching.